Okay, it's time to put some railings on. Now I chose this style here, and you can choose whatever style you like, but they basically all go on the same way. 75. Okay, I got 74 3/4 on the bottom and 75 up here. So something's off by 1/4 inch. Just going to check my level. That's on pump. Okay, this one's in. Yeah, this one's in just 1/4 of a bubble. So what I'm going to do is just pull it that way when I put my railing on. 74 3/4. Seal the ends. Any fresh cut lumber, you should, this pressure treated lumber, you should seal the end. And I like to pre-drill my holes. It stops the splitting. I'm about 1 inch from the end. Going my toenail. Okay, I'm just taking a piece of rope to pull these two together a little bit. I want my balusters to be 1.5 inches from the top of my railing. Now I take my baluster there, it's 1 1/4 that way and 1 1/8. So I'm going to bring that up 1 1/8. So I just lay that one there. I take this one and lay it here. Yeah, that gives me lots of room down here to fasten. Okay, now I want to measure my distance between my balusters. Now here, where we live in Canada, they want a minimum, or I should say a maximum of 4 inches. You can't go over 4 inches. So what I want to do is I want to make them as even as possible. So I have my 4 inches. Okay, and then 4-inch ending here. So that'll work out. If I go every 4 inches and place a baluster, which will give me a distance of approximately 3 inches between each baluster, it should work out even. And every 4 inches, I make a mark on my chalk line. 4, 8, every 4 inches. Now I'll do the same down on the bottom. 12, 16. Good practice for your additions. 8. Okay, I like to pre-drill all these. It just saves you having to tear some off when they split. So just line up a bunch. And then just place this on my mark, and I want to be on this side of the mark. That way there gives me approximately 3 inches distance here, and then the same on this side. There. A few more hundred of them and I should have all the railing done.